Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force this Sunday morning. What we're going to be talking about in today's video is we're going to be preparing ourselves for tomorrow for week 7 of the Harbinger. Rain is coming to the Intel store, and so I do want to double back a little bit and talk about Accursed and what happens if you decide not to engage with this team. There is some content coming around the bend, namely Danger Room and also I guess the current ongoing Negative Zone. But I also want to talk about the next team too, and what all this means, because you guys caught some of my other videos where we were talking about the next team, which is supposed to be an arena team, and whether or not you should be saving your resources for that instead of this, and what happens if you don't buy into Accursed. Now, before we get started with that, I do want to give a quick shout out to a very important topic. Hey everybody, so some of you might know that I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends for probably about 5 months now, and now is a really great time to jump into the game, and I want to tell you why. So Raid is running a limited time event dungeon over the next 2 months throughout the months of June and July, which is absolutely amazing. This is going to be a really great opportunity for you to jump into the game and get some really powerful stuff. Another thing that I want to talk about is this coalition event, which is the first time that Raid has ever done this. And some of you, especially if you're from Marvel Strike Force, you might not know that this is the global milestone. So lots of free goodies that's going on for the next couple of weeks here in Raid, and lots of opportunities for you to be able to get some additional stuff. Also, if you download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen, you will get yourself a free legendary Karato Fox Hunter to start your game off, which is absolutely amazing. And that's not all, because you're also going to get yourself 3 free epics available to you: Tagore, Ugo, and Fane at account level 10, 20, and 30. So some really amazing champs to start your journey off. And that is not all either. One of the craziest things is that if you use the promo code Demon Slayer in the first 48 hours of a brand new account, you will get yourself this free legendary Tholen Falbeard, who is actually one of the main events for the month of June right now. Absolutely crazy. So if you're a new player, you can skip all of that and get this character here today. And I also wanted to let people know about the Boilon Raid Shadow Legends channel. So I do videos about 4 to 5 times a week here. I do all sorts of videos. I do new player guides, I do recent events and current events, and all the things that you need to know to do well in Raid Shadow Legends. So this is just an amazing time to start playing the game. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm going on about 5 months now, and I don't regret it at all. And so I'd love to have this journey with you guys. So, download the game, try it out, and check things out. Check out the YouTube channel, check out the Discord, and all things Raid Shadow Legends. So I'll see you guys there. All right, and we're back, and I do want to start here first in the video. So I want to start with the Accursed Rain leaderboard event, which is ongoing right now. And what I find really interesting, in PS, I still have 2 payouts left as of recording this video. So I'm currently sitting at 60,500 points, and where I am on the leaderboard is actually, I'm surprised, I'm 3074. Now I do have 2 payouts, so I think I might be a shoo-in for the top 2,500, because I'll have 2 more before it ends. Some people may have already picked up, because my arena payout is quite towards the end of the 24-hour period. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because it seems way less competitive than the Odin one. But the thing is, it's still Mystic Minis, and I guess it has some of this Accursed Diamond stuff, right? But it also doesn't have the Odin. So was Odin's diamonds really worth that much? Or maybe people pushed harder because, Race to X is over now, I guess, right? So maybe they got their Mystic Minis in to try to do that last little push. But it's quite significant, the difference between the 2 events. Like, I was struggling hard. And I pushed really hard in the Odin one. I spent 20,000 cores, and I didn't even breach the top 5,000. And here I spent 10,000 energy, which I had my hoarded energy. I finally blew that. And that got me somehow here, which is kind of surprising to me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you been pushing the Accursed Rain leaderboard? How have you found it? Because I'm finding it a little bit easier, but a lot easier actually. In fact, that maybe people are already burnt out from the Odin event and they didn't have much left. So kind of interesting there. I want to kind of go to the blog a little bit because I haven't covered it in a video yet. Now, we knew a lot about the Omega Red stuff, right? We've been talking about that in the data mines for quite some time now. We have the Harbinger Week 6. We have Cosmic War, which is just more Songbird shards. And the Red Phoenix is the Omega Red Phoenix Force Showcase. And also Rain entering the Intel store. So this is exactly 2 weeks from when he came out. What's kind of interesting is Satana is not having her release this week by offers. So that means, according to my calendar here, right, that it should be Monday the 23rd then is, I guess, when Satana is going to be coming out. So it appears it's going to be the following week. And then we have the Danger Room starting on Wednesday. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about this because, we spoke in my data mine videos about the Danger Room that, like, it looks like a good chunk of these mods are going to entail the Accursed team. The question is, how much do we care about that, I suppose? We have Quasar week 7, or like the extra item, right? We're going to get more shards for Quasar, finishing that up soon. More songs for, more shards, more songs for Songbird, and Omega Red Phoenix Force. Now, for week 7, it's quite simple. It's just spending the showcase energy for Omega Red and earning the orb fragments, and then the Pride Gem, which, another Pride Gem, I guess, which I don't know where that's going to be yet. I guess they'll find out. We'll find out on Monday. And that's pretty easy to do. Now, as far as, farming this stuff, is it going to be worth it? Well, I think this might be a topic for tomorrow because I don't really know what the estimated value of the Red Phoenix orb is going to be. Is it going to be worth spending your power cores to do that? So I think that if you're someone who has not unlocked Omega Red Phoenix Force yet, you should do what you need to do in order to do that because he is a good character. Now, as far as going a little bit further, right? Is that worth it? Like, I'm at 4-4. He's G20. I used him for the Xavier Saga for Global Villain. He was great. He's a good character. Is it going to make a huge difference, though, if you have to core a crap ton to get to the 5-5? That's the big question. So if I can get to the 5-5, from 4-4 to 5-5 by the end of this event, this would be good for me. Because to go an extra 200 shards to get to 6-6 probably is not happening from a free-to-play or even light coring perspective, so I wouldn't really go that far. I'm hoping, though, because is he a 45-star unlock, or is he? I think he's a 3-star unlock, I thought. But anyways, I'm hoping that we get at least 100 shards just from, like, the freebie crap, the story levels, things like that. I actually wanted to check to see whether or not that was actually available, because you should be able to find it, like, normally when you go into the game and you go into the levels, right? So maybe I need to zoom out a bit here. The game and missions. Sometimes you can find the missions. They should be available starting tomorrow, right? So let's see if they're down here. The Red Phoenix, it is here. So we can check to see what kind of stuff that they have available here on Chapter 1, which is the freebie stuff. So what do we get as the rewards? 40 Red Phoenix orb fragments and no free shards? Or is this entire... Oh, okay, that's interesting. Or maybe it's not good. Mission 2, 40, guaranteed. Okay, so is this going to be like a zombie Scarlet Witch thing? Is he a 2-star unlock? I'm not sure how good this is, actually. No, number 3. Also 40. No shards yet. That's concerning. Maybe the orbs are really good. Armory 19 orb fragments and Red Phoenix orb fragments. Okay, 40. So is it going to... Oh my god, I really hope not. Is this going to be like Zombie Scarlet Witch where you have to, like, you get 1 orb a day? That is going to be awful. If the estimated value of the orb is not good, if you're not getting like 6 shards per orb, this could be pretty horrific, actually. So we can go back and check this chapter 2, but I don't think that's going to be very good. There's a bonus. Wait, story chapter 2. What does this require? Oh, there's more missions? Oh, okay. So are these going to have it? No, this is still the same thing. 6. It's just 2 different chapters. Still, okay. This doesn't seem very good, guys. Maybe I take back what I said. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I want a core for this because I'm kind of comfortable with the 4-4. Oh wait, there's some Crimson Hunt. No, that's different. Crimson Hunt orb fragments. That's like Gear 20 stuff, right? What's the requirements for this though? I think this is super strange. It doesn't seem like they're abundant with the character shards here, and this might not be super great because the bonus is for actually having Omega Red Phoenix Force. It's not actually, it's not the free stuff. The bonus, you actually have to have them unlocked. So 3 yellow, 4 yellow. Let's take a look. What kind of rewards we get? We get red stars. Okay, so they're giving away red stars and more of these Crimson Hunt orbs, which contains G20. We've had this orb before. Okay, so 3 red. So is it equivalent? So if you have, if you're doing the 4, yeah, okay. So if you have the yellow stars, you can get the red stars. That's how it works. But good luck getting the shards. That's what it seems like to me. So that's a little bit concerning. Would I be willing to spend a lot of power cores for this? I don't think so. I think it was quite generous, I guess, when they had the kiln unlock and you got 180 shards for that. This one seems like the barrier to entry, or the entry bar, is a lot higher, and you're going to have to potentially spend a lot of power cores, because it looks like there was 40 fragments per click, if you want to say, right? So that means like a one refresh of power cores will give you 400 fragments, meaning you would have to spend about 250 power cores just to get one orb, and we don't know how many shards are in these orbs. I don't think they're in the game. I mean, I'll double check. Maybe it's going to come in later on, but I don't think it's there yet. I think I did scroll through here, so that's kind of crazy, actually. Maybe on Monday we'll talk about this a little bit more. But my current impressions is that I don't really want to do it. I don't want to core for it. I'm just going to take what I have. Now, if you don't have them unlocked, that's going to be another problem, I think, because, you know, then you might actually have to spend a lot of cores in order to get it. There is the battle pass, though. Keep in mind, right? So if you do, that would be better, right? If you're a light spender, there should be enough shards in the battle pass, and the paid version and the free to play combined to get you what you want. I would not blow the power cores on the showcase. You probably don't need to do much for the daily and weekly objectives either, so it shouldn't be that bad, I think. That's just my current thoughts there. So this one does not sound too good. It sounds kind of gross. It looks kind of gross, actually, after looking at it now, so that's a little bit unfortunate how this is going to shape up. It doesn't really say that they're just giving you free shards. In this case, it's just from the orb fragments. So the Omega Red Phoenix Forward orb is the big prize. It does have, but it doesn't say, though. It doesn't exactly say how many shards we're getting from that, so we won't actually know until it goes live. So that's a little bit unfortunate there. I'm glad that War is staying at 2 per week, but that's just me. And there wasn't a whole lot in the blog, to be honest. It was a pretty bare bones blog. But let's talk about Harbinger, Intel Store, Danger Room, and that kind of stuff, because I think it's really important that we talk about the Accursed team a little bit more broadly. I think I may have done this in a previous video, but I really want to talk about this and dive this down a little bit. I don't know why I said that. I'm tired. Okay. My parents are here. You know, things have been crazy. I'm trying to get a video out. It's not been easy. But Harbinger and the Hood are out now, at least not free to play. Harbinger will be available in the Intel Store, free to play, right? I mean, if you want to spend 250,000 Intel to unlock them at 3-star, you can do this. Satana is not coming out this week, but probably the week after. And what I find most interesting, actually, is that Negative Zone has only 8 days left. So Satana won't not even be out by the time the Negative Zone, this round of it anyways, goes away. That's kind of crazy, if you ask me. I don't think that's very good, because I heard that while the Hood does help a little bit, the 4-piece does not actually do it that well and is still a bit of a struggle. So what they were thinking about, I have no idea, because the timing is very off there. Now, as far as should you spend your Intel to buy Harbinger, well, I will tell you that I am not going to. But if Cosmic Crucible is a game mode that's very important to you, then obviously having the latest and best Cosmic Crucible characters are going to be important, no doubt, right? That is an important thing to do. But I'm not, because the next team after Accursed is an arena team, and that matters a lot to me. And usually, most of the time, actually, this is the case, that the arena teams are also quite good in other game modes. You know, at least the new characters, right? We've been using the Annihilator still, you know, plug and play to some extent, in a lot of different ways. In War and in Cosmic Crucible, you know, Thanos Endgame was great, Gladiator was great. Gore had a lot of uses, maybe the third best, right? But still, I think there was a lot of things that they did. And so I have high hopes that this new arena team, their new characters also will be very good. And they're going to be characters that I am going to want a power core for. And so that is what I am currently doing. I'm saving my power cores for what I believe is to be a Fantastic Four arena team. That is my goal for the next little while. And Danger Room is coming back. But what I'm going to be doing, and I think there's the Red Phoenix event there, actually. You can kind of see it already here. But again, we already just covered it online the web, and I guess that explains why it is there. But I'm just going to be struggling. I'm going to say this. I'm going to try and struggle my way through using Vigilantes, right? Because I'm not going to be going into the... You know what? I'm actually going to leave them exactly where they are level-wise. I am just going to try it again. I'm going to be doing some videos when Danger Room comes out later on this week, using just the Vigilantes team, and hopefully I can make some progress through that, and we'll find out whether or not that works or not. But I just don't want to use my resources. I don't want to use my gold. I don't want to blow my cores. I don't want to blow my intel on the Accursed team. And what that does mean, though, is that I do accept that things may not be perfect. Like, I might not get all the rewards and stuff like that, but that's kind of what you have to think about and what you have to decide, right? If you don't want to build a team, then you're not going to get all of the shiny new things, right? And maybe I'll miss out on a few things, but at the end of the day, I want to properly prepare myself for what's going to be coming in. And honestly, probably will be about less than 2 weeks at this point when we hear about the new Fantastic Four team, and I want to have a solid supply of power cores available for those new characters, and I think that's probably a better idea. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. So TLDR, I'm going to be saving my power cores. I'm going to be saving my intel, and I want, it might make sense to even use intel on the new arena team when they are available in there, towards the back, right? I guess in about like a month's time. That might be worth saving your intel for. Maybe. That's just me, my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below, and that's going to be it for this weekend. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys soon. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.